What if I told you that your success, your failure, your praise, your criticism, none of these define you? What if the real measure of your life is hidden not in what you accomplish, but why you do it? Imagine two people doing the exact same action. One gives food to the poor with love. Another gives it for fame. Same action, same outcome, but two completely different inner worlds. This is the secret the Bhagavad Gita whispers into the ears of anyone willing to listen. The purity of intention shapes the purity of life. In a world obsessed with results, likes, views, promotions, achievements, the Gita gently reminds us, you have control only over your actions, never over the outcome. In this video, we explore one of the most liberating teachings of Krishna. Why intention matters far more than the outcome, why the inner world defines the outer world, and how you can transform your life simply by transforming the heart behind your actions. Subscribe the channel and stay till the end. Let's begin. The silent power of intention. Every action you take is like an arrow. The world only sees where it lands, but Krishna sees something deeper, how the arrow was released. The Gita explains that two layers exist in every action. External action, visible to the world. Internal intention, visible only to your heart. Modern society focuses entirely on the first. The Gita focuses entirely on the second. Why? Because the intention is the root, and the action is only the fruit. When the root is poisoned, even sweet-looking fruits are bitter. When the root is pure, even small fruits carry fragrance. Krishna's message is simple but revolutionary. God measures the bhava, intention, not the result. And this becomes the foundation for karma yoga. Why outcomes are not in your control. Let's imagine a farmer. He prepares the soil. He plants the seeds. He waters them. He protects them. This is all in his control. Rainfall, temperature, wind, natural disasters, not in his control. And yet people judge themselves by the harvest instead of their sincere effort. Krishna tells Arjuna, your right is to action alone, never to its fruits. Why? Because outcomes are shaped by countless forces, past karma, timing, other people's actions, environment, nature. If you attach your happiness to the outcome, you will live a life of disappointment. But if you attach your happiness to the purity of intention, you become free. This is the psychological genius of the Gita. It shifts your identity from achiever to inner warrior. You stop asking, did I win? And start asking, did I act with truth? Intention creates inner karma. A person may donate millions, yet earn negative karma if the donation is for show, pride, or manipulation. Another person may offer a single chapati with a heart full of compassion and accumulate infinite merit. Why? Because karma is not created by hands, it is created by hearts. Krishna says, an action done with ego binds you, an action done with purity frees you. Outcome does not determine your karma, intention does. Two people may fail at the same goal. One sinks into guilt, the other grows spiritually. The difference? Their intention behind the effort. The Gita teaches that pure intention equals pure karma. Selfish intention equals binding karma. So what is pure intention? Acting with sincerity, acting without ego, acting without greed, acting with love, acting with duty, acting with care, acting without expectation. This is the essence of karma yoga. What happens when you focus only on outcome? When people chase outcomes, several things happen. Anxiety increases because the result is uncertain. Ego grows because the mind thinks, I am the doer. Disappointment arrives when life does not go as planned. Effort becomes stressful because the focus shifts from doing your best to getting a specific result. You stop enjoying the journey because you're obsessed with the destination. Krishna warns that attachment to results causes fear of failure, greed for success, anger when results don't match expectations, jealousy toward those who succeed, pride when you achieve something, insecurity about your identity. This one attachment destroys the peace of an entire life. But intention-based action dissolves all of this. The freedom that comes from pure intention. Imagine living like this. You wake up, you act with sincerity, you give your best, and you release the outcome. If things succeed, great. If things fail, also great. Why? Because your peace was never dependent on the result. Pure intention gives 6 powers. Freedom from fear, because nothing external can take away your peace. Freedom from anxiety, because you are focused on input, not output. Freedom from ego, because your action becomes an offering, not a performance. Consistent effort, because you stop quitting when results are slow. Deeper relationships, because you act out of love, not expectation. True inner growth, because every action becomes spiritual. This is why Krishna tells Arjuna, perform your duty, abandoning attachment. Be steady in yoga, this is the path to peace. Story: the 2 students. A guru once gave 2 students the same task, to water a small plant every day. One student watered it with devotion. The other watered it while constantly worrying. What if it doesn't grow? What will the guru think of me? Months later, the plant of the first student blossomed beautifully, not because the plant was special, but because the mind behind the action was peaceful. The second student's plant dried up, not because of lack of water, but because of the tension and hurry in the intention. The guru explained, where there is purity of intention, life flourishes. Where there is anxiety of outcome, even good actions shrink. This is exactly what Krishna teaches Arjuna on the battlefield. Krishna's advice to modern life. Let's translate the Gita into today's world. At work, don't fear rejection, failure, or competition. Give your best with integrity. Let go of the rest. In relationships, do good because you truly care, not because you want something back. In creativity, create for the joy of creation, not just for applause. In personal goals, focus on daily discipline, not on future perfection. In spiritual growth, meditate because it purifies you, not because you expect miracles. Outcome may fluctuate, but intention remains in your control. This is the path to stability in a chaotic world. You become your intention. Here is the most important revelation. Your intention becomes your identity. A person who acts with love becomes loving. A person who acts with compassion becomes compassionate. A person who acts with greed becomes greedy. A person who acts with anger becomes angry. Intentions shape consciousness, and consciousness shapes destiny. That is why Krishna repeatedly says, become established in yoga, in the purity of your inner state. If you want to know who a person truly is, don't look at their achievements. Look at the intention behind what they do. Achievements fade. Results fluctuate. Success and failure come and go, but intention leaves a permanent imprint on the soul. How to transform your intention. This is practical and powerful. Here are 5 steps. Become aware before you act. Ask yourself, why am I doing this? Is it ego? Is it fear? Is it greed? Is it love? Is it duty? Awareness dissolves impurities. Purify the intention. Tell yourself, I do this as my sincere duty without expecting anything. Simple, but life-changing. Offer the action to something higher. This is called Ishwar Arpan, or offering to the divine. When you offer your actions, you remove the weight of outcomes. You become a channel instead of a controller. Focus on the process, not the result. Enjoy the work, give full presence, cultivate excellence, allow the result to unfold organically. This is karma yoga in daily life. Accept the outcome with equanimity. Whether success or failure comes, accept it with grace. Krishna says, Samatvam yoga uchyate, equality of mind is true yoga. This is the highest spiritual maturity. A modern story, the surgeon. There was a surgeon known for his calmness. Before every operation, he would close his eyes briefly. A nurse once asked, "What do you pray for?" He smiled and said, "I don't pray for success. I pray that my intention remains pure." The rest is not in my hands. That is the essence of the Gita. Your life will not be defined by what you achieve. It will be defined by what you become inside. The world may judge you by outcomes, but the universe judges you by intentions. Outcome belongs to the world. Intention belongs to the soul. Outcomes fade. Intentions evolve into character. Character becomes destiny. This is Krishna's timeless wisdom. Purify your intention, perform your action, surrender the outcome. When you live like this, you become unshakable, you become peaceful, you become free. And that is the secret of karma yoga, the path where intention matters more than outcome. Let this teaching guide your day, your work, your relationships, your choices. And your entire life will transform from a battlefield to a beautiful spiritual journey. Thank you for joining us. We hope this video has offered you inspiration and insight on your own spiritual journey. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Keep practicing, keep growing, and keep walking the path of inner mastery.